Hey everyone, Mike at Northwest Bus Sales here, and today we're going to check out this 2010 Ford E450 Eldorado Aerotech 12-in-1 ADA shuttle bus here. And you can already tell, check out that wrap job on it. That definitely breaks up the monotonous plain shuttle bus look. It's a good looking shade of blue and gray if you ask me, but I guess you can make your own decision on that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started here. Coming to the front here, chrome's looking great. I don't see anything to complain about on the chrome. Looking mighty fine. Maybe a slight, I don't know if that's manufacturing or somebody might have bumped that at one point, but that's getting pretty critical. Under the hood, the tried and true 6.8 liter Triton V10 gas engine. And I'm not sure what the camera's picking up, but all you can hear is a slight ticking of the injectors opening and closing. This thing sounds like a sewing machine, and you can barely even feel it run. These V10s, I love them. I miss these engines. The 7.3 is great. They sound good. The engine that replaced the 6.8 liter, but these things are just smooth running workhorse engines that we've had awesome luck with. So this one is no surprise, is running great as well. Looking at the front passenger side tire, got a Goodyear Wrangler HT highway tread. A lot of life left in that tire. That one looks very close to being new. Oh, we'll give you a pan under the engine compartment too. Check for any leaks or anything. I don't see anything leaking or really even a sign of something coming close to leaking. Looking good. All right, moving right along. Front cap looks good. This is a forward mount lift bus here. We'll touch on that here in a second, but walking in the bus here, step treads are looking pretty good. You will notice this bus does have a raised floor option, so no wheel wells. So there accounts for that extra step right there. But that extra step allows you a completely flat floor, so no wheel wells to work with when you're strapping a wheelchair down or your ambulatory passengers. Sometimes they have that awkward seat above the wheel well where your feet just, are on top of it and just not super comfortable. So anyways, no issue here. Flat floor on this bus. A little bit of wear and tear on that step. Nothing that probably can't be shored up a little better, but really it's pretty minor in my opinion. Check out that driver's seat. That is something that you would see probably in a 90s Lincoln or Cadillac, and it's about as comfortable as it looks too. There must be some extra foam or it must have got refoamed at some point, because this thing feels like sitting in a lounge chair. I think your drivers will really like it. There's a little bit of wear and tear right there, but other than that, it is looking good. It's a power seat, power adjustable seat. I like it. Okay, it's sitting in comfort here. So what do we got here for miles? We got 186,688 as we currently sit here. Brake lights on simply because the parking brake is on right now. Once again, this thing is just running smooth. You can barely feel this engine running. Good old 6.8 V10. Typical, you'll see Ford E-Series driver controls for the dash, HVAC there. Do have a couple of different switches that we normally don't see on shuttles. This is obviously your door. Dome lights, we have a wheelchair lift switch right here, rear heaters, fan for the up front here, kind of like a school bus would have, hazard lights here, and check this out. This bus has a Telma brake retarder in it. That's a drive shaft mounted brake, but it's not an actual brake like you would think like a wheel brake would be, where you have brake pads rubbing on a rotor or something like that. It's actually provides braking action via magnets, and so nothing really to build up heat and wear out on you. And boy, they work really good. I mean, you hit the brake pedal when it's turned on, and these things will definitely help out. Kind of a little overkill on a small bus like this, but if you're somewhere where mountain passes are a thing, definitely nice to have the extra braking capacity. But looking pretty good up here. A little bit of maybe, you know, they had a, looks like a stanchion post there at some point, or maybe a fare box. Other than that, looking really good. Have the power mirrors here, they do work. I tested them out myself. There's your rear temp control for the rear AC there. This is a tie-in system, so it's got the single Ford OEM air conditioning compressor. Now here's an option that I've never seen before, maybe you have, but check this out. So you see the bottom of the driver's side, let me zoom out here, driver's side sun visor there. You pull this thing down, it's a TV screen. So check this out. Not for the driver to watch movies when they're driving, but pull the e-brake off here, get the interlock out, being an ADA bus. All right, reverse, wait for it, boom, reverse, the reverse camera up there. That is slick. I've never seen that before. Normally it's a monitor mounted around here somewhere, up here, but rear view sun visor, that's pretty slick. I have never heard of that being done before. I don't know about you, but that's pretty cool. Fold that back up out of the way. Put that parking brake on. I don't like letting vehicles rest on the park pin. That's about it in the front area. Let's go ahead and cruise into the back of the bus here. The wheel chairlift area. Now this bus has an interesting floor plan. It's a 12-in-1 or 10-in-2. You might be able to squeeze a third narrow one in here if that seat, well, the seat's a little bit in the way, but we're going to call it a 10-in-2. 12-in-1 or 10-in-2, and 10-in-2. Moving on in here, so this is a foldable flip seat here, so I already kind of, just because I got one hand here, one holding the camera, I already pulled the yellow rod here, so we'll just go ahead and fold that down and show you how it works. Just like that. Moving into the back of the bus here, coved flooring. Definitely helps if you have any kind of spills in here. There's just less, there's no seam right there on the floor for water and stuff to get into, so it's all wraps up on the side there. Makes cleanup a lot easier. There's your access plate there for the fuel tank, get your fuel sending unit and all that if it ever goes bad on you. Makes that a simple job, having that plate there. Rear AC, I turn the AC on, everything's working, the compressor's running full time, it sounds good. The condenser is coming on as well, sounding good as well. Didn't quite feel like it was blowing quite as cold as it should be. Might need to be topped off, but we can look into that if that's something you need to have done. Just let us know. Seat's looking good. Overhead grab bars here in the back. Very helpful. Lap belts here. Retractable lap belts, that is. See, interior height. Being a raised floor, you do lose a little bit of interior height. I would say it's probably about 6'2". I'm 6'4". Lane and Jack and Eric and the guys like to give me a hard time about that, but I'm standing up here. I have to move my head over just a little bit to stand up straight in this bus. This has T-slider windows. Open that up there. It's been a while since this one's been opened. There we go. Now it's cooperating. Help get that airflow in here. Nice feature to have. Let's see, what else can I point out to you here? A little coat rack, driver modesty stanchion and panel there. And let's see here, let's check out this does have an hour meter on it for key on hours, it looks like. Let's check out the old fuse panel. Looking good. I like it when they do a nice job on this stuff. Everything looks nice and tight. Reliable. Nothing looks more sketchy than a rat's nest of wires. So it's nice when they do a good job with that, like they did here. Anyways, think that's about it for the inside. Let's go ahead and head on out and check out what we have else to show you here. Battery box. Dual batteries on a stainless steel slide out tray for easy access. Go ahead and lock that up this time. That one's not cooperating. Might need to look into that one. Forward mounted wheelchair lift. It does work-ish currently. I turned it on. It does need a little bit of help. So FYI about that. I'm sure that's something we can help take care of if you need the lift working. Some people are buying buses these days and pulling the lifts out. But if you do want this lift to work 100%, let us know. We're excellent at wheelchair lift diagnose and repair work here. We do a lot of it. We do a lot. Wouldn't be a good bus company if we couldn't do that. So we can definitely help you out with that. Close that up. Side's looking good. Don't really see any damage to really complain about. You might have saw in the battery box a little bit of action right there. Not sure what that's from, but it happened. Looking under the bus here. Little slow pan. Rust free, which is always nice. We send a lot of these buses out to the Midwest and the East Coast, Northeast, due to rust conditions out there, so this would be a good bus for out there. It's clean. Stainless steel wheel covers. Oh, let's check out that passenger side rear tires here. These are pretty good tread. I'd probably say they're about half-ish. Good tread though. Typical bus, a little bit of scuffage on the sidewall, but I don't see any cuts or something like that to make it unsafe. That's just pretty typical from drivers kind of getting too close to curbs there. Give you a look under the back here as well. Rear corners, not a whole lot to complain about. Little small scratch up high. It's like a little bit of action on this bumper here. Maybe a slight if you want to get. Yep, it's got a slight tweak to that bumper there. Looks like it hooked on something at some point. Let us know if you need that fixed as well. Back of the bus, looking good. I like that blue color. That's a good looking blue. Moving on to this side, the driver's side. This corner is looking pretty good. Maybe a slight amount of action if you want to get crazy there. Let's pull a little shot up underneath this side of the bus on the back side. Driver's side is straight. Looking good. Check out these drive tires here on the driver's side. Same old Goodyear Wrangler HTs as the other tires, and about 50% tread on the rear on this side as well. Slow pan on the driver's side. All right, skirt mounted AC condenser. Check out that step for the driver too. I love these. You can fit your whole shoe on this. Some of those steps are really narrow and you kind of stick the toe of your foot on there, and I always feel like I'm going to slip off, so I like these. Nice and sturdy. Once again, check out that driver's seat. Power features there. All right. Moving along, driver's side front tire. Matching Goodyear Wrangler HT. This one looks pretty close to being new as well. So this bus must have had some new tires put on the front not too long ago. All right, well, I hope I didn't miss anything here on this bus. It's got a fair amount of features to show you, but once again, it's a 2010 Ford Elkhart Elkhart, where am I thinking? It's an Eldorado Aerotech 12-in-1 or 10-in-2, 6.8 liter V10 gas, humming along there. If you have any questions about this bus or anything else here in the yard, definitely feel free to give us a shout. 800-231-7099, or email us at sales@nwbus.com. We can help out with commercial financing if need be. Just ask. Also transportation. We've shipped buses around the world. So anyways, thanks again. This is Mike at Northwest Bus Sales. Thanks for your time and have a good day.